book Lost and Found and The Canvas of Dreams, an immersive painted opera-ballet created by author and artist Marianne Nems. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein. On science. Imagination, the real and the eternal world, of which this vegetable universe is but a faint shadow. What is the life of man but art and science? William Blake, Jerusalem. This book is dedicated to the dreamer. Acknowledgement. In the spirit of harmony, love, and prosperity for Mother Nature and our shared humanity, I present here the story of Maya, Archer, and a preview of Arya's journey, the girl from my painted opera ballet entitled The Canvas of Dreams. I've been blessed with inspiration and support from truly remarkable individuals. Central to this endeavor is my daughter, Athena, whose grace and beauty not only inspired the first painting, but also sowed the seeds for the vision of ballerinas that animate these pages. Her spirit has been a guiding light, evoking a sense of wonder and joy reminiscent of childhood laughter. This has drawn me into a creative and fantastical realm, enabling me to explore and create with a renewed sense of happiness and imagination. I am deeply thankful to my spiritual sister Tala, a steadfast pillar of support throughout the intricate painting process. Her belief in my vision and her continuous encouragement have been vital sources of strength. Tala, along with her daughter Caroline, who vividly brought to life the enchanting figure of the Queen Fairy in Act 5, have imbued this work with their vibrant spirits and elegance. Their contributions have enriched the world I've strived to depict, lending it depth and authenticity. During the global turmoil caused by COVID-19, my life partner, Jean-Vincent, was a pillar of support. He understood as we transformed our balcony into an atelier. Despite the challenges of confinement and the small space, his presence made everything both possible and bearable. This makeshift creative nook evolved into a transformative space for both my art and our shared aspirations. This project, immersive painted opera ballet, and the book in its entirety are ensembles of multiple artistic disciplines. It is a multidimensional narrative that intertwines fine art, music, choreography, and ballet, all crafted from the love, support, and essence of these incredible individuals. Their belief in my dreams has not only expanded what seemed possible, but also deepened my love for them beyond measure. To Athena, Tala, Caroline, and my beloved Jean-Vincent, this dream is as much yours as it is mine. Thank you for traveling with me through the creation of Lost and Found and the Canvas of Dreams, where our shared dreams have soared, transcending the limits of imagination to resonate with those who dream with us. Preface. Lost and Found and the Canvas of Dreams, where art and life converge in a vivid spectacle of colors and sounds, invites you to traverse the expansive universe of your imagination. Crafted within the dynamic pulse of Miami Beach, where I work and live, this book is a celebration of human resilience and the persistent glow of creativity that shines even through the darkest times. In this narrative, I share emotions, life experiences, and a perspective on the future of humanity. As I transitioned into an empty nest in my 40s, the harmonies of music and the strokes of my paintbrush have been my best allies, guiding me through life's tumultuous seas. From the grandeur of the Metropolitan Opera House to Sutton Place and the vibrant streets of New York City, every step, every melody, and brushstroke has painted my path, leading to moments of enlightenment. Imagine our existence as purely an extension of Mother Nature, with humanity acting as processors, and the Internet, a multi-layered, complex dimension of global information in which we dig for growth. Though every human-made creation carries a spiritual imprint, none can match the profound purity of Mother Nature. Earth, our most authentic truth, nurtures all life it hosts. As we advance, recognizing our role not only as inhabitants, but as guardians of planet Earth becomes crucial. As a species, it is imperative to embrace the role of all creators of human artistry. They form our collective tapestry, preserving our essence while evolving in harmony with the natural rhythms of planet Earth and elevating the flow of energy. This shared path challenges us to rethink our place in the universe as a collective and as a species, embracing a stewardship that transcends geographical and cultural boundaries. Art, in all its forms, stands as a powerful mediator, capable of conveying complex emotions and ideas beyond the capacity of words. It connects us to our innermost selves and each other, acting as a universal language of empathy and understanding. Navigating these transformative times, let art inspire us to challenge the status quo and question old patterns of thinking, and to forge new narratives that reflect our highest ideals and collective wisdom. Together, let's use our creative gifts to not only enhance our lives, but also contribute to a cultural renaissance that will resonate through generations. When we paint, compose, and create, we are not just crafting art. We are shaping the very fabric of society, building bridges between the seen and the unseen, and guiding humanity to reflect on their own journey and purpose on planet Earth. Welcome to the world of lost and found and the canvas of dreams, where the vibrant energies of Miami Beach, New York City, and Paris converge, blurring the lines between the seen and unseen. Today, April 21st, 2024, I, Marianne Nems, guide you through a narrative that stretches across both time and space. This book isn't just a story. It's an invitation to traverse multiple dimensions, where reality intertwines with imagination, and apparent coincidences mark significant waypoints in our existence. Sitting on my balcony, surrounded by the ocean breeze and the glow of a sunset that paints the world in shades of coral rose, I find the inspiration to write these words. May they serve as your gateway to a world where deeper meanings and hidden truths come alive. Meet Maya, an artist and architect, crafting her reality amidst the ceaseless rhythm of New York, and Archer, a virtuoso whose opera-ballet paints profound emotions on the grand stage of the New York Metropolitan Opera House. Beyond merely conducting, Archer orchestrates a synthesis of sound and vision in a breathtaking spectacle. Aria, our protagonist within Archer's creation, embodies the transformative power of art. Her performances, felt deeply by each observer, reshape perceptions, challenging us to dig deeper into the essence of our life's purpose. As you engage with the narrative, I invite you to let go of preconceptions and embrace the unknown. Anticipate moments of synchronicity and profound revelation, affirming that you are exactly where you are meant to be, at the edge of life's mysteries, ready to uncover them. Are you ready to explore the unknown, to dig into both the cosmic expanse and the depths of your soul? Lost and Found and the Canvas of Dreams challenges you to broaden your perception, to immerse yourself in the unexplainable, and to recognize our interconnectedness in this universal ballet. Furthermore, you will explore the intersection of classical and quantum theories of time, and how this integration could potentially redefine our understanding of reality. This exploration aims to unlock your limitless creativity, guiding you to a deeper understanding of time as a fluid, multidimensional concept that influences how we live, dream, and create. Through our limitless imagination, may we find each other where we belong and explore the purpose of interconnectivity and the miracle of life itself. May this narrative enrich your perception with abundance and insight, inviting you to reconsider and reflect on the boundaries of reality in communion with the universe's vast potential. Welcome to Lost and Found and the Canvas of Dreams. Sit back, relax, and let the journey begin. Chapter 1. Maya. Here, ensconced in my seat, as the curtain began its ascent, I was enveloped in a silence so profound, it seemed the universe itself had paused in reverence to my solitude. Within me, a melange of emotions, hope, fear, joy, and a whisper of sorrow wove a tapestry of poignant stillness, creating a silent communion with the present. This tear, this breath, this heartbeat tenderly stirred emotions captivating both my body and soul. It was as if I were emerging from a deep slumber, these sensations weighing me an anchor, drawing me deeper into the vivid embrace of the moment. The audience's soft murmurs, a collective breath thick with anticipation, enveloped me warmly. Together, we stood on the precipice of something extraordinary, eager to witness the creativity and innovation that Maestro Archer Cooper would orchestrate in the immersive opera-ballet soon to premiere. As the opera house buzzes and the audience finds their seats, I revisit the program in my hands, still intrigued by Archer Cooper's choice of topic. Why focus on a young girl sheltering from bombs? Known for his penchant for crafting lengthy, thought-provoking operas that stir discussion, Cooper has always been an unconventional artist, a trait I've admired deeply. His works weave complex truths into narratives that challenge and inspire, and tonight's performance appears no different. Opting for such a gritty theme on a Saturday evening at the opera might risk his reputation, yet it's precisely his boldness and ability to blur the lines between romance, drama, and spirituality that endear him to his audience. This is inspiring. I crave that jolt, that push to the other side of thought, the sensation of lifting off my heels. As the curtain prepares to rise, the mundane trials of daily life fade away. I, Maya, Art enthusiasts and soul attuned to the world's rhythms feel a profound connection to this moment, the architectural splendor of the Met, designed for acoustic perfection, and tonight's meticulous orchestration render me both insignificant and immensely significant in the grand tapestry of existence. Then, as if by enchantment, the curtain rose, revealing a realm of marvel and wonder beyond our wildest imaginations. In that electrifying moment, my heart skipped a beat, overwhelmed by a potent mix of exhilaration, apprehension, and a profound sense of wonder. Time paused, held captive in the mesmerizing embrace of the present. In an instant, the confining embrace of solitude dissipates, replaced by a profound sense of connection within the vibrancy of the artistic community gathered here. It's as if the walls themselves have dissolved, allowing me to merge into a space precisely woven into the fabric of collective creativity and expression. Time seemed to freeze, compelling me to hold my breath so as not to disturb the enchantment unveiling before me. The stage, bathed in darkness, was pierced by a solitary beam of light that spotlighted Arya, the protagonist, who stood isolated, surrounded by figures so motionless they might as well have been sculptures or shadows. Suddenly, a gentle shadow swept over her, and a celestial voice, deep and resonant, filled the air. My excitement soared. I gripped the balcony rail tightly and peered down at the orchestra below. My emotions transitioned from solitude to intense curiosity, my body tingling with anticipation, almost overwhelmed by the exhilaration of the moment. Utterly enthralled, I reveled in this extraordinary instance where the external world seemed to pause, opening a portal to a divine intervention. Archer Cooper had meticulously gathered an eclectic mix of global talents, ranging from choreographers to dancers and other creatives, each previously obscured in the shadows, but now poised to captivate the world with their artistry. According to the Wall Street Journal, Cooper had taken a hiatus from the spotlight, stepping back from his role as a maestro to search for a deeper artistic calling. His return to the Metropolitan Opera was heralded as a renaissance, a transformative event that was generating significant buzz. As a creator, at the dawn of the 21st century, continually striving to transcend the mundane and escape the comfort zone that so often leads to stagnation, I knew this performance was not to be missed. Cooper had always infused his compositions with groundbreaking sounds, but the reviews promised something more this time, a performance that would not only innovate, but profoundly transform the opera experience itself. The anticipation was palpable, and I was eager to witness what could be a defining moment in contemporary opera. In an interview, Archer Cooper delved into his philosophy on music and cultural expression, questioning, how can a sound truly resonate with all of us if it only mirrors a single culture or artistic expression? He argued that the true power of music comes from a fusion of diverse influences, a symphony of voices from various backgrounds that enrich and elevate the collective experience. His commitment to this fusion is what drew us all back to the Metropolitan Opera House, eager to witness a performance that promised to transcend traditional boundaries and unite us in a shared moment of musical and cultural synthesis. This event wasn't just a comeback. It was a clarion call for unity through the universal language of music. This opera promised a symphony of novel sounds, a ballet animated by unseen technologies, a narrative emerging from the shadows of the unknown. It was more than an opera. It was a manifesto of the art world's evolving soul, a celebration of newfound brilliance, and a voice for the once voiceless. Tonight, Arya transitions from the stark reality of her war-torn world into realms that defy imagination. As the scenes unfold, the boundaries of war merge with fantastical elements, each layer of mystery promising to reveal more than meets the eye. This setup grips the audience with suspenseful anticipation, everyone eager to discover what lies beyond the conventional. My heart races with excitement. I'm on the edge of my seat, ready to be whisked away into Archer's visionary spectacle, poised for the flight of thought that awaits. In this beautiful decor, where every corner breathes inspiration, a profound message of love and hope pulsates through the essence of art itself. Each stroke of paint, each note of music, whispering secrets, transcending language and culture to speak directly to the soul. As the orchestra tuned, their sounds weaving through the air, not yet aligned, the anticipation in the audience grew palpable. From my balcony seat, I observed the musicians, more than 100 artists from across the globe, men and women of every ethnicity, gathered in one grand moment of harmony. To me, Archer Cooper was not just an artist, but a hero, orchestrating this vast array of human expression. The opera house then returned to a state of anticipatory silence, the excitement hanging in the air like a fine mist. The allure of the unknown danced tantalizingly at the edges of our collective consciousness. We sat, breath held, hearts pounding in unison, awaiting the curtain's rise, the prelude to a spectacle about to unfold, a symphony of anticipation vibrating through the very walls. Chapter 2. Aria. Gazing upon the stage, reality and fantasy intertwined in a delicate ballet of light and shadow, showcasing the transformative power of art. The stage became a portal to a world where ordinary boundaries dissolved, inviting us into a dance of creation and revelation that transcended the mundane, igniting our imaginations and stirring our souls. Act 1. The Genesis of Wonder. The stage is shrouded in darkness, suggesting a world burdened by conflict. Arya stands alone, a solitary figure amidst the shadows. In the clamor of a world torn asunder by war, a distinct ethereal call cuts through the chaos, drawing Arya towards an unseen, enchanting destiny. Arya hums a melody of hope, a beacon in the night. Suddenly, a vortex of iridescent light swirls into existence, a portal to the unknown. The harsh reality of her surroundings begins to transform, inviting her into a realm where the impossible becomes possible. Arya, voice trembling with a mix of fear and wonder. Is this a dream, or has the night finally opened its eyes to gaze back at me? Arya begins to chant, her voice gaining strength as she invokes the days of the week, reaching out to the fabric of time itself. Aria, with growing conviction. O Monday, O Tuesday, days and months that bind me, unravel before the vastness of eternity. The backdrop illuminates to reveal a swirling vortex of dreams. A radiant ballerina, the angels of dreams, approaches Aria, her movements fluid, ethereal. Angel of dreams, offering a hand. Step forth, Aria, into the embrace of dreams, where shadows falter and the light endures. Aria steps into the vortex. The darkness of her world fades into a universe aglow with stars and nebulae performing a celestial dance. Aria, voice filled with awe. This wonder, is it real? Have I crossed into a realm beyond my own? Into this splendid cosmos? The celestial choir answers, in unison, their voices a symphony of warmth that fills the auditorium. Celestial choir. Aria, brave heart, your journey has just begun. Welcome to the dance of dreams, where every star listens and every galaxy beams. Aria finds herself floating, touching the edges of constellations. Below, a wedding takes place on a bridge suspended in the stars, a microcosm of celebration. Aria, with a laugh of pure joy. Look at this, stars as witnesses to love. Is there anything more beautiful? The scene expands into a 360-degree spectacle of color and light, the universe acknowledging Aria's presence. Voice of the universe. Aria, creator of wonders, your imagination fuels our existence. What world shall we craft for you, architect of the infinite question mark? Aria hesitates, absorbing the majesty, before taking a step into the cosmic ballet. Celestial ballerina. Fear not, dear Aria, you are home. Embrace the dance of creation, for with us you have found your kin among the stars. Celestial voice, surrounding Aria with warmth. What you see, Aria, is the hope that flickers in your heart. Here, every star has a tale, every breeze, an adventure to impart. The groom, resplendent and enigmatic, addresses Aria, the groom, his voice filled with joy. Aria, you arrive not just as a witness, but as the harmony to our symphony. Will you join our eternal dance? The bride, her laughter like music, invites Aria to join. The bride, her voice light and inviting. Step onto the galaxy's floor. Let the universe's rhythm guide you into the dance of all creation. Aria, now emboldened by the world around her, asks with exhilaration. Aria, but how do I dance to a melody written in the constellations? How do I join this celestial waltz? The ballerinas gather around Aria, their movements embodying the music of the cosmos. The ballerinas. Just listen, dear Aria. Feel the cosmos's pulse, the same rhythm that resides within you. Let it guide you. Let it liberate your spirit. A glistening ballerina reassures Aria, with a touch as soft as starlight. Glistening ballerinas. Here, Aria, every fear you shed becomes a new star, a new dream. With us, you'll paint the sky with your bravery and joy. Aria, now fully attuned to her surroundings, proclaims with confidence. Aria, then let us create together a cosmic canvas where dreams vanquish the dark. I lend my vision to the night, and together we compose a future radiant with light. The bride and groom, together in harmony, affirm Arya's role. The bride and groom in unison. With you, Arya, we envision a new universe, reimagined through the prism of your dreams, your visions, the sparks igniting the birth of new worlds. The audience is now enveloped in the magic unfolding on stage. Arya, once a solitary soul, is now intertwined with the fabric of the cosmos. Arya, eyes wide, her voice a soft marvel in the vastness. But how can this be? I have only ever painted dreams in the silent night. Never did I dare to believe they could become my reality. Voices of the universe, in a chorus of celestial wisdom. In you, Arya, resides a power beyond measure, a gift from the cosmos, a treasure without end. Arya's initial astonishment blossoms into a radiant glow of realization. She begins to dance, each step painting the cosmos anew, her dreams the architect of this universal canvas. Arya, with a voice that dances with the stars. What magic turns night's fear into a spectacle of joy? From whence comes this melody that speaks of invisible realms? Celestial voice, rich and comforting, encircling Arya like a warm cosmic embrace. Beyond the veil of your world lies the dance of the universe, a realm where war's echo fades into a symphony of serenity. Heed the call, Arya, for it summons you to wonders unseen. As Arya steps forward, the stark reality of her world softens, blooming into a tapestry of otherworldly beauty, guiding her to the heart of a celestial celebration. Arya, voice, brimming with liberation and awe. Lifted from despair's ashes, I soar on wings of luminescence. In this dance, I am transcendent, a thread woven into the fabric of creation. The ballerinas encircle Arya, their voices a harmonious welcome to the heart of the cosmos, the ballerinas. Come closer, Arya, to the creation's core. Each motion paints the night. Each leap traverses wonders. The air is electric with creative potential, a symphony of colors and sounds that hint at distant worlds and untold stories. Arya, embraced by the cosmic ballet, is on the threshold of infinite discovery. A glistening ballerina, her voice a whisper of destiny. Here, Arya, fears are but shadows, dispelled by the luminescence of dreams. Discover your true power, the essence of your inner light. Arya, unburdened and full of wonder, joins the harmony of the cosmos. Arya, with joyous resolve. Reborn in awe, unchained in spirit, I step into the divine choreography, eager to explore, to absorb, to marvel. The audience is captivated, their hearts alight with Arya's newfound freedom. As the curtain descends on Act 1, it leaves a promise of continued wonder, a journey that transcends the stars, inviting all to dream and dance in the grandeur of this ethereal waltz. Narrator, voice echoing through the darkened theater. With hearts aflutter and minds alight, we pause the tale of Arya's flight. In this interlude of breaths held tight, we dream of Act Two's mystical sight. End of Act 1. Chapter 3. Archer. Bathed in the soft glow of the spotlight, the stage came alive, the performers moving with an effortless grace that seemed to stitch poetry into the very fabric of the air. Every note, every delicate gesture resonated deep within me, touching a fervent longing for the often obscured beauty, truth, and meaning in our uncertain world. Yet, it was not just the hypnotic spectacle that kindled my soul. It was a deep-seated awareness that I was part of something monumental, a shared expedition into the vast tapestry of human emotion and artistic expression. Amidst this transcendent moment, I was interlinked with the performers, my fellow onlookers, and all those who had ever sought solace and inspiration in the opera's timeless embrace. The curtain fell on the first act, leaving a trail of Archer Cooper's bold, innovative composition echoing through the opera house. It infused the air with a sense of mystery and an intense longing for what was yet to come. On stage, a vivid tableau of dreams and marvels unfolded, where celestial ballet and ethereal visuals held the audience spellbound. The orchestra's new harmonies and rhythms illuminated unknown paths, awakening latent dreams and guiding us on an ethereal journey. Amidst this artistic tempest stood I, Maya, my emotions surging with the orchestra's crescendos and the dancer's fluid grace. The spectral figures on stage, enveloped in a dance of light and shadow, seemed to perform just for me, their movements whispering of infinite possibilities yet to be explored. As the final note lingered, the opera house transformed into a sanctuary of dreams that seemed eternal. Archer Cooper, the architect of this orchestral journey, had crafted not just resonant melodies, but an atmosphere thick with anticipation that saturated the evening. Mesmerized, we stood at the emotional precipice, suspended between the familiar and the mystical. This moment was no intermission for me, but a call to venture deeper into the unknown. The applause that filled the air was thick with longing for the journey ahead, a shared eagerness to dive deeper into the epic canvas of dreams. A captivating stillness followed the curtain's close, laden with promises of wonders yet to be unveiled, leaving us pondering the adventures that awaited. The air was electric with anticipation, a collective inhale held at the brink of the past and the promise of the future, urging us all to surrender to the enchantment of the acts to follow. Then, as if answering the audience's silent pleas, the curtains gracefully parted once more. Act 2 ushered us into a realm beyond our wildest imaginations. The stage, now a supernatural arboretum, shimmered with an ethereal glow that seemed to animate the air itself. Phantasmal beings drifted through this enchanted scenery, their forms adorned with blossoms that sparkled as if kissed by twilight dew and moonlight. Above, a colossal moon bathed the scene in a gentle, dreamlike luminescence, blurring the lines between fantasy and reality in a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow, inviting us into an intimate ballet with the unseen and setting forth on a voyage of discovery and awe. Act 2. The Dance of Creation. The scenery shifts, unveiling the expanse of the cosmos, where Arya stands, a solitary figure, bathed in the light of distant suns. Earth glimmers in the void, its significance waning amidst the celestial splendor. Arya, voice brimming with wonder and a touch of uncertainty. Can this be but a slumber's own illusion? Has the veil of night been drawn back to reveal its secrets? From the shadows emerges a prismatic cascade, heralding the vortex of dreams. It encircles Arya in a warm luminescence. Enter the angel of mirth, her laughter, the resonant harmony of stars colliding. Angel of mirth, her voice the resonance of a cosmic orchestra. Gaze upon the star, Arya, as it captures the essence of your joy and sets it upon a celestial stage. Watch it as it dances to the rhythm of your laughter, spinning with boundless glee. Arya, eyes wide with the innocence of discovery. And what of the heavens? Do they taste of sweet ambrosia? Might my fingers weave tales of hope across the canvas of the firmament? The angel of whimsy, garbed in the iridescence of dreams, weaves through the cosmos around Arya, her trail a dance of constellations. Angel of whimsy, her movement a waltz of light. The heavens await the caress of your dreams. Every whimsy you conceive, every hue you envision, spills forth to adorn the tapestry of night. Arya contemplates her hands, now alight, with the potential to sculpt the void itself. Arya, with a tone of revelation. If my hands should come together, might the firmament respond with an ovation of starlight, echoing my presence. The angel of delight accompanies Arya's motion, their clapping a chorus that births new constellations. Angel of delight, clapping to the beat of the cosmic heart. Indeed, with each clap, witness a cavalcade of stars flare into being. The cosmos itself partakes in your jubilation, a symphonic celebration in the auditorium of eternity. Arya, her laughter cascading through space. If my mirth were to take flight, would it not weave through the heavens, adorning comets with the trail of my delight? The angel of serendipity, laughter in her eyes, joins in, their shared merriment, a music that spans the universe. Angel of serendipity, a chorus of celestial joy. Your laughter births not just comets, but entire constellations, leaving behind a legacy of luminosity, a vibrant testament to the spirit that dances within you. Arya's gaze sparkles with adventurous intent. Arya, her eyes shimmering with a mischievous twinkle. Then let us give chase to these comets. Weave between the planets with abandon. In this expanse, only the thrill of discovery shall guide us. The angel of adventure, her presence as vast as the horizon, signals the onset of an odyssey. Angel of adventure, with a voice that stirs the soul. Chart your course, bold Arya. The universe is an endless playground, each moment ripe with wonder and boundless joy for you to seize. Arya, spinning, a figure of elation. Shall we play amongst the moons? Dance a minute with the meteors? Oh, to engage in a celestial masquerade. The angel of play summons the luminaries, transforming the stage into an arena of cosmic hide and seek. Angel of play, casting an enchantment, of lunar glow. In this theater of the divine, play is the very essence of being. Seek out the moons. Let the stars become your allies in a dance where joy is the prize. Arya, her arms outstretched, spins, inviting the cosmos to partake in her rhapsody. Arya, with a voice resonating with desire. If only I could hold this euphoria, as one captures the rays of dawn, to cherish when the light of stars grows faint. The angel of serendipity materializes, aglow with the promise of perpetuity. Angel of eternity, glowing with a timeless grace. Arya, my child, this exaltation you seek is everlasting. Within you, the dance endures, an endless flame that ignites the choreography of the heavens. Their laughter blends into a cosmic symphony, electrifying the space with vibrant energy as Arya's. Boundless enthusiasm initiates a cosmic awakening. I'm drawn in completely, moving from being just an observer to becoming a participant in Arya's journey. Imagination here paints the cosmos on every scene, setting the stage for a continuing odyssey, an exploration into wonder and the intricate dance between dreams and reality. As Act 2 concludes and Act 3 prepares to unfold, the stage transforms into a captivating scene. Darkness envelops us, and the dimming lights fill the air with thick anticipation, reminiscent of the quiet before a storm. In this waiting silence, a delicate melody starts weaving through the theater, a digital symphony merging with distant echoes, freezing time in an ethereal embrace that transports us to unseen realms. Then, gently breaking through the darkness, the dulcet tones of a violin begin to play. Their soft and soothing melody lifts the veil that cloaks the opera house, transforming the space into a digital dreamscape that envelops us in a cocoon of sound and sensation. Here, reality and fantasy seamlessly intertwine. This moment transcends the ordinary. Sound becomes palpable, resonating within us and elevating our spirits on a digital breeze, carrying us to new dimensions of experience. The sounds seem to enter my body, mingling my essence with that of the opera, uniting us in that singular moment as one entity, connected by the magic of the performance. Chapter 4. From the celestial heights of Act 2's virtual clouds to the profound depths of Act 3's digital abyss, our journey deepens. Each note acts as a guide, leading us deeper into our own souls, where mysteries await and truths are ready to be uncovered. The first lights pierce the darkness, directing our gaze upward, where celestial bodies adorn the digital sky, bathing the scene in a luminous glow. Amidst this spectacular setting, Arya finds herself in the heart of the galaxy itself, an amphitheater where stars are the audience, and nebulae create a mixture of pastel into a dark yet sparkling backdrop. Arya stands ready to guide us through a realm where reality and fantasy meld seamlessly. The curtain rises once more, ushering us into a universe beyond anything we've ever envisioned, a place where the natural world and digital innovation converge in a mesmerizing dance, inviting us into a landscape rich with discovery and wonder. Act 3. The Divine Embrace. Arya, with a quiver in her voice, as if the weight of her world hangs on each word. Who are you that fills the void with light? Are you the artist of the stars? Could you really be God? The divine being, voice resounding like a soft melody across the expanse of the universe. Would your heart find solace in that name? I am the voice within the silence, Aria. In your every whisper of hope, in your every tear, I am there. I am the first brushstroke on the canvas of existence, the eternal creator. I am the father of all, from the smallest ant to the vastest galaxy. In every star's birth and every planet's dance, I am. I am the all. I am the all in all. Aria, eyes shimmering with tears that hold the reflections of a war-torn world. My heart knows many things. It knows you're here, vast and boundless, yet close as a heartbeat. Why have I been brought before you, in this place beyond places? A soft melody sounds, Aria continues. But I have a dad and a mom. If you're my father too, why do they suffer? Why does war darken our doorstep? The divine being, laughing softly, the sound like the melody of orbiting planets. Your parents, like you, are my children, crafted from the stardust of creation. Aria, but my world is breaking, and with it, my heart. My father, Leo, he's strength, fading in the chaos. And my mother, Celine, her love a light, dimming in the darkness. How can I find solace when everything I cherish crumbles? The divine being, voice tender, imbuing the space between stars with solace. Your tears, Aria, they water the roots of the cosmos. It is through the cracks in a broken heart that the light pours in, mending the fractures with strands of gold. Suffering carves the channels through which compassion flows. Aria, small hands reaching out as if to grasp the essence of truth. Why does war claw its way through our lives? If we are all your children, why must we bear such pain? The divine being, speaking a truth as old as time, yet as fresh as a new dawn. War is the shadow cast by those who have lost their way from the light. But remember, child, the darkest night gives way to the brightest stars, and from the deepest wounds of humanity, the greatest heroes are born. Aria, a fierce light burning in her eyes, a young warrior spirit awakened. Then I shall be the hero my world needs. With a heart both tender and fierce, I will weave a new tale, a tapestry of dreams spun from the very threads of my soul. The divine being, a smile, the curvature of the universe in its warmth. And so, you shall, Aria, you shall paint with the colors of the wind, dance with the rhythm of the tides, and sing with the choir of the stars. You are the artist of your own destiny, the painter of worlds. Aria, voice steadying, the resolve of ages etched within. I will paint with love, and with each brushstroke, dispel the shadows. You, the creator of all, will be my muse, my guiding star. Together, we'll craft a masterpiece, a haven where weary souls find rest. The divine being, with an embrace that spans the infinite, gentle as a whisper, yet strong as the pull of gravity. In every stroke, In every hue, I will be with you. Our canvas will stretch across the heavens, a beacon for the lost, a lighthouse for the seekers. Through your art, aria, the world will cry, and it will marvel, and it will heal. The dialogue softens to a whisper, and a gentle hush envelops young Arya. No longer just a part of the story, she becomes its gentle conductor, guiding a symphony of hope with the innocence of her 11-year-old spirit. The third act draws to a close, and a palpable silence wraps around the audience, so profound that the pulse of the performance seems to beat in sync with their own hearts. From my seat, I am awestruck by the orchestra's flawless harmony and the fresh, resonant melodies they create, sounds that reach beyond the ordinary, touching something eternal. With a touch of divine inspiration, Arya prepares to transform her youthful sorrows into rivers of renewal, and her soft cries into a vibrant anthem of rebirth. The universe itself seems to pause, watching as Arya lifts her brush. With the precision of a conductor's baton, her small hand expertly guides it, delicately crafting the first strokes of dawn across a cosmic canvas, enhanced by cutting-edge lighting technology. A radiant glow bathes the audience, transforming the opera house into a realm of enchanting digital magic, reminiscent of a global illumination. This enchanting scene captivates us all, filling the audience with a sense of wonder and anticipation that mirrors the pure excitement and awe in Arya's eyes as she envisions the future she is about to create. Surrounded by the opulent decor of the Metropolitan Opera House, the rich texture of the evening wraps around me like a luxuriant shawl. In my seat, the interlude unfurls a quiet moment of reflection, a brief pause in the night's mesmerizing dance of art and emotion. The orchestra's final notes linger like the aftertaste of a fine wine, setting the stage for the layers of anticipation that build with each passing second. 1 hour and 30 minutes had passed, and I found myself captivated by the crowd with whom I shared an artful and magical moment. Eager to hear other attendees' thoughts on the opera, I mingled among the sophisticated opera aficionados. Although I was alone, a sense of connection with the crowd emerged, as we typically share a deep appreciation for the arts. As champagne was poured at the bar, I felt inspired to celebrate the maestro's work. My gaze wandered across the elegantly dressed crowd, their faces alight with anticipation, each individual, an essential element in the tapestry of tonight's audience. While our shared experience bound us together, my mind ventured solo, reflective and introspective, deeply engaged by the spectacle we had all witnessed. The line at the restroom seemed to stretch endlessly, like a traffic jam during rush hour, prompting me to reconsider waiting. Why is the ladies' room always the hotspot of the evening? Amid the wait, I couldn't help but overhear the murmurs about Archer Cooper, which stuck in my mind like the chorus of a catchy pop song that just won't let go. The restroom had turned into a live feed gossip column, with curious whispers casting Archer not just as a conductor, but as a mysterious heartbreaker. His personal life seemed as captivating as his performances. The ladies speculated about his marital status, their tones a cocktail of envy and intrigue. Musing aloud, whether a genius like him even had time for romance, or if he was as elusive in love as he was in his musical escapades. Losing patience, I opted out and headed back to the bar. There, the fizz of my drink matched the lively buzz of anticipation in the crowd. A laugh escaped me, a brief note that quickly blended into the lively hum of intermission chatter. Returning to my seat, the theater's grandeur envelops me once more. The plush embrace of the red velvet chair anchors me as the lights begin their descent into darkness, the impending continuation of the opera pulling us back from the brink of reality into the depths of Archer's crafted universe. Here, in the quiet of my balcony seat, surrounded by the collective inhalation of an audience caught. Between reality and revelation, I sink deeper into my own contemplation. The performance is a mirror reflecting my own creative aspirations, a reminder of the transformative power of art. As Arya explores her fantastical landscape, I explore the contours of my own imagination, with each scene challenging me to broaden my understanding and embrace the creativity that the night offers. This evening has transformed from an escape into a deep engagement, with everything unfolding before my eyes. Lost in my thoughts, I could hear again these whispers about our maestro, adding an unexpected layer to the enigma of Archer Cooper. Is he the reclusive genius his music suggests? Or is there a secret love story playing out behind the grand curtains? As the opera unfolds, each note and movement he has orchestrated feels like a subtle wink, a private joke shared with the audience, revealing pieces of a larger puzzle about his life. By now, Archer had become more than just a subject of restroom rumors. He stood as a symbol of the eternal conflict between public perception and private truth, I mused. The complexity of his character, as whispered among the audience, mirrored the intricacy of his music. Both were complex, layered, and infused with a hint of mystery. Those whispered conversations, they weave through my consciousness, blending with the music and the imagery, and enriching my experience of the performance with a hint of humor. It's a reminder that behind every great work of art is a human story, often as compelling and complex as the creations themselves, and sometimes just as amusing. This blend of public fascination and private ambiguity makes the evening not just a spectacle of sound and visuals, but also a narrative exploration of the man behind the music. The way the audience reacts to his compositions with such palpable emotion underscores the deep connection they feel, not only to the opera, but to its creator, a testament to Archer's ability to tug at heartstrings through both his art and the rumors it spawns. In my reflections, Archer becomes more than the sum of rumors and performances. He is a symbol of the artistic struggle between public expectation and private reality. The complexity of his character, as discussed in hushed tones among the audience, mirrors the complexity of his music. Both are intriguing, layered, and profoundly human. In tonight's performance, Archer Cooper is both maestro and mystery. His life a parallel drama that unfolds in the whispers of his audience. Each speculation adds a stroke to the portrait of a man who captivates and commands the imagination of all who enter his musical realm, reminding us all that the opera house is not just a place of high art, but also high drama, and occasionally, high comedy. This duality of public fascination and private mystery makes the opera not just a spectacle of sound and visuals, but also a narrative of the man behind it. The way the audience reacts to his work with such visceral emotion reveals the deep connection they feel not just to the opera, but to its creator. This connection is a testament to Archer's ability to touch the soul through art, to convey emotions that resonate with universal themes of love, struggle, and identity. Chapter 5. Act 4. Reflections of the Soul. The curtain rises. The audience now is breathless in an immaculate silence. The stage is set for a pivotal moment in Aria's journey. She finds herself at a crossroads. Her past, a familiar echo behind her, and ahead, the shimmering promise of a new world, ripe for her creation. The divine wisdom bestowed upon her in the previous act has sparked a transformation. Aria now stands resolute, no longer the passive dreamer, but an architect of her own destiny. With this newfound resolve, she steps forward, ready to wield her will like a painter with a brush, eager to design a future shaped by her desires and dreams. This act opens with Aria center stage, the spotlight capturing the fierce determination in her eyes. The backdrop shifts, reflecting the dual paths that lie before her, one mired in the remnants of turmoil, the other aglow with potential and the light of possibilities. Aria begins to navigate this newly painted realm of blossom ingenuity. Each step she takes is deliberate, marking her transition from the world she knew to the one she will forge. The orchestra complements her transformation with a score that swells from somber, reflective tones to vibrant, hopeful melodies. The music builds, underscoring Aria's resolve as she moves through the metaphysical space created on stage, which visually and audibly intertwines the remnants of her old world with the vibrant colors of the new. This overture to Act 4 not only advances the narrative, but also encapsulates the essence of the opera, Aria's evolution from a character shaped by her circumstances to one who shapes them. The vortex's embrace loosens, and Aria floats in the liminal space between worlds. The celestial ballet halts, the cosmos holding its breath as Aria speaks her newfound truth. Aria, with fervent clarity. No, I cannot. I will not return to what was. The hands of the clock must spin forward, and with them I must move towards a dawn that I command, with paint and passion. Her heart swells with a symphony of possibilities, her spirit a kaleidoscope of the love and wisdom imparted by the divine guardian. Aria, I've been cradled in the cosmos, taught by the whispers of the stars. I am more than I once was. I am now a daughter of the universe, and I shall weave my own constellations. Her voice, rich with determination, stirs the stillness, rippling through the infinite expanse. Aria, I've touched the sublime, danced with angels, and from the echoes of their wings, I've heard the call. To return is not enough. I must transform. My art, my soul, my very being will be a vessel of change. My canvas will breathe hope into the hopeless, paint courage over fear. A resolve pure and unwavering steals her gaze as she imagines her return, not to the world she left, but to a world she will help to reshape. Arya. My heart is a beacon, and it will not falter. In the strokes of my brush, in the colors I choose, I shall imbue the strength that I have been granted. The stillness breaks. A chorus of ethereal voices rises in affirmation, their song a tapestry of support for Arya's newfound mission. Chorus of the Cosmos. Arya, creator of dreams, your journey is sacred, your purpose divine. Go forth and illuminate the shadows of the world. Her determination crescendos as she vows to spread the joy and tranquility she's discovered beyond herself. Arya, let every painting be a spell of peace, a chant of unity. My art will be my rebellion, my crusade against despair. I shall carve out a sanctuary of beauty in the midst of chaos. The universe responds, the vortex whirling once more, a portal, not just back to where she began, but forward to a future of her making. Arya, hold me not, O wondrous spiral. Release me to the winds of change. With open eyes and a heart ablaze, I go not to live, but to transform life itself. Arya, filled with boundless energy, hurls herself into the descent, her laughter the sound of a soul, unchained. Arya, watch me, world, I return, a herald of dreams, a painter of new dawns. This is my vow, to create, to inspire, to never cease in the quest for a canvas as boundless as the universe itself. With that, she plummets through the vortex, a comet, streaking towards the morrow, her story an unfinished masterpiece, her resolve a brushstroke of infinity period. The curtain gently descends on Act 4, the charged atmosphere of the Metropolitan Opera House pulsates with an electrifying anticipation. Seated amidst this grandeur, I, Maya, feel swept up in a rhapsody of sophisticated intrigue and boundless creativity. Each scene, meticulously orchestrated by Archer Cooper, unfurls like a ribbon of revelation, pulling us deeper into the theatrical enigma that transcends conventional storytelling. Tonight, under the spell of Archer's visionary command, the opera transforms into an expansive universe of sound and spectacle. It's an immersive experience, a dynamic interplay of light, sound, and narrative that challenges us to transcend the mundane. The complexity of Archer's compositions, with their audacious themes and harmonies, invites us into a deeper dialogue, a cosmic dance that mirrors the transformative journey of his protagonist, Arya. As a designer, I am particularly enchanted by the relentless innovation that defines each act. Archer's orchestration is not merely music. It's a sophisticated ballet of motifs that echo Arya's own rebirth and revolution. This atmosphere of the unknown captivates us, enveloping the audience in a velvet cloak of mystery, pushing us to decipher the profound messages woven into the fabric of the performance. The evening is an intricate tapestry that blends the ethereal with the tangible, personal transformation with universal truths. It reflects my own artistic quests, pulling all of us the captivated audience deeper into the spectacle, urging us to uncover the layers of meaning that Archer intends to reveal. The grandiosity of the production, paired with the celestial soundscape, leaves us in awe, our senses tingling with anticipation for the unfolding drama of the final acts. As the intermission draws to a close and the lights dim, a palpable excitement fills the air, a rich, heady anticipation that permeates the opulent space. As the curtain rises once more, revealing the stage set for yet more wonders, we are collectively drawn back into the narrative. In this grand theatrical universe, we are no longer mere spectators, but active participants in a spectacle that blurs the boundaries of reality and imagination. Archer Cooper's bold, innovative direction transforms the opera house into a portal to worlds unknown. Where is he leading us? The mystery deepens, the allure intensifies, and we lean in, breathless with anticipation, ready to be transported once again into the climax of this extraordinary operatic journey. With each note, each dramatic flourish, we are invited to revel in the glamour and spectacle, to lose ourselves in the grand melting pot of art and humanity that Archer so masterfully weaves. Tonight, in the heart of New York City, amidst the glitter and solemnity of the opera, we are all part of a shared dream, a collective voyage that promises to redefine the very essence of theatrical experience. Act 5. The Purification Journey. As the stage morphs before my eyes in Act 5, under the ingenious guidance of Archer Cooper, it blossoms into a fantastical jungle. This realm, where the usual bounds of nature are daringly redefined, captivates my senses. Seated in the Metropolitan Opera House, enveloped in an atmosphere dense with ethereal mist, artificial beams of light pierce through, mimicking sun rays filtering through a lush, vibrant canopy. This setting pulsates with life, far more than just a backdrop. It breathes, it lives. The foliage here isn't simply green, it's a kaleidoscope of colors, throbbing in sync with the symphony's crescendo. Flowers bloom with an urgency that's almost theatrical, their petals unfolding in slow motion, neon splendor, choreographed with the orchestra's tempo. Above, orbs of light float like celestial bodies, their serene drift lending a dreamlike quality to the environment. From this vibrant underbrush, the guardians of this mystical domain make their entrance, creations of pure imagination. Their scales shimmer with an iridescent glow that captures the jungle's hidden hues, reflecting myriad colors with an otherworldly luminescence. As they approach Aria, the air around them hums with the melody of ancient earth, a song so profound, it resonates within my own soul. The orchestra kicks off with a complex, ever-evolving score that fills the air. Each unpredictable, sharp note elicits a unique response from the performers. The stage initially bursts into a whirlwind of motion, each dancer interpreting the sounds in their distinct style. The effect is chaotic, almost overwhelming, yet irresistibly captivating. Something extraordinary takes shape. Out of the chaos emerges a stunning harmony. The dancers, initially disconnected in their individual expressions, synchronize their movements in a rhythm that feels both spontaneous and divinely orchestrated. The randomness of the musical cues, rather than causing discord, weaves a dance more beautiful for its unpredictability. From my seat, the profoundness of the spectacle strikes me. This scene mirrors life itself, how amidst the cacophony of our individual journeys, there exists a rhythm, a natural order that subtly guides us toward collective beauty. It's as if each dancer, like atoms within a greater molecule, instinctively aligns to create something greater than the sum of their parts. Archer's genius in merging structured musical scores with the dancers' free-form responses is a vivid illustration of the dance between chaos and order. This performance reminds us of how life's most unpredictable moments can lead to the most breathtaking outcomes. It challenges us to embrace the unexpected, to see the beauty in spontaneity, and to understand that in the grand tapestry of existence, an inherent order emerges from apparent disorder. As the act reaches its climax, the resonance of this harmony lingers, a testament to the magic that occurs when we allow the natural course of chaos to guide us. The spectacle leaves everyone in the audience in awe, our spirits uplifted by the dance of light and shadow, the melody of the cosmos played out before our eyes. I'm reminded that in every chaotic moment of life, there is a potential for harmony, a lesson in the beauty of letting go and trusting the process. Aria, with a sense of reverence. This beauty, is it really my doing? Ancient tree guardian, voice resonating with the depth of roots entwined within the earth. Little one, you are the artist of this canvas. Every leaf, every butterfly wing is a stroke of your innermost desires and purest intentions. Aria, but how? I am but a child, and these marvels. Wise owl of the canopy, eyes glowing with the wisdom of the ages. Child, in your innocence, you find the essence of creation. The universe listens to the whispers of a pure heart. It dances to the rhythm of untainted joy. Aria, her eyes wide with the innocence of wonder. I can feel it. The joy, it's like a river flowing through me, unstoppable and free. This scene transcends ordinary performance. It's a sacred exchange. The guardians, ethereal in their grace, surround Aria, engaging in a silent dialogue of unity and the untapped depths of the spirit. Their dance, a mesmerizing interplay of light and shadow, captures the essence of creation and the boundless realms beyond our understanding. Elusive pixie, laughter twinkling through the air like the shimmer of dew. That river is the source of magic, Aria. It washes away fear and doubt, leaving only the brilliance of truth and the glow of potential. Aria, a tear glimmering in her eye. In my world, there's so much pain. Can my river of joy heal those wounds? Ancient tree guardian, branches enveloping Aria in a tender embrace. With every beat of your heart, you send ripples through the fabric of reality. Joy is a balm, a healing. Melody that mends the tattered edges of broken spirits. Aria, clutching her chest. I want to hold on to this feeling forever, to share it with every soul that aches. Wise owl of the canopy, wing brushing Aria's cheek. You shall, Aria, for such is the destiny of those who harbor the light. Your journey is one of awakening, the awakening of every sleeping dream in the heart of the cosmos. Aria, voice quivering with resolve. Then, I'll be a dreamer, a healer. I'll be the echo of laughter in the silence of the void. Elusive pixie, spinning around Aria in an effervescent dance. And what a dreamer you will be, Aria. With each dream, you'll stitch the fabric of the universe anew. You'll mend the tears with threads of your joyful imaginings. Aria. Closing her eyes, a single tear trails down her cheek. I am small, my friends. How can my dreams weave through the vast tapestry of the universe? Ancient tree guardian, voice like a gentle rustle of leaves. Each of us is a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. Alone, we are but whispers, but together we form a symphony. Your dreams are the melody, aria, the music that shapes worlds. Wise owl of the canopy, soft hoot, echoing like a wise chant. In your heart lies a power so formidable that even the stars pause in their celestial paths to listen. It is the power to invoke change, to challenge the stormy seas of fate. Aria, opening her eyes, sparkling with determination. Then I will no longer whisper, I will sing. I will sing the anthem of hope, and the stars will dance to my tune. Elusive pixie, spiraling upward in a cascade of light. Sing, Aria, sing so that the lost may find their way, so that the sorrowful may find solace in the cradle of your melody. Aria, her voice rising in a crescendo of passion. To those who suffer, I offer the solace of my song. To the weary, the embrace of my soul's sanctuary. No longer shall I be a silent dreamer, but a beacon, a lighthouse in the darkest night. Ancient tree guardian, swaying in approval. You understand now, child. Each breath you take is a wind that spreads the seeds of healing across the barren fields of despair. Wise owl of the canopy, wings outstretched. Go forth, Aria. Let your heart be the compass that guides you, and may your journey be the dawn of a new era where every soul finds their sanctuary in the world you dream. Aria, taking a deep breath, her voice steady and clear. I stand ready. I am Aria, the dreamer, the creator. Through my art, my music, my being, I will pour forth the beauty of the universe. I am ready to be the change. The interaction between Aria and these celestial beings fills me with wonder and inspiration. Their movements around her, each gesture, a masterstroke on the cosmic canvas, stir deep feelings within me. This is no mere show. It's a revelation, offering a glimpse into the profound connection between the human and the divine, orchestrated with sublime precision. Overwhelmed by this visual symphony, my heart races with the excitement of discovery, my mind buzzing with the limitless possibilities this world unfolds. Here in the Grand Opera House, I am not just an observer. I am a part of a grand exploration of what art can awaken. The enchantment of this act, blending digital artistry with live performance, pushes beyond the confines of traditional theater. Chapter 6, Act 6, The Legacy of Dreams. As the curtain rises on the final act, the stage before me captures a poignant duality. The raw echoes of a war-torn past, juxtaposed against the luminous promise of a future forged by imagination and resolve. Here, in the shelter where our journey began, the transformation is palpable. One side of the stage is a stark reminder of conflict, the debris and desolation, strikingly realistic. On the other, there's a vibrant vision of what's to come. A space not of fantasy, but of potential realities, waiting to be shaped into tangible projects and achievements. As the final act unfolds before me, the stage comes alive with a startling blend of chaos and beauty. On one side, the stark realities of a war-torn shelter are depicted under harsh lights, a vivid contrast to the other side, where a vibrant, hopeful future is blooming. In this moment, the stage doesn't just show two worlds, it breathes life into its transformation. Standing at the center of it all is Arya, her figure etched against the backdrop of a world reborn from ashes. Her movements are deliberate, charged with the raw energy of someone who has seen beyond the darkness and emerged full of power. The stage around her pulsates with the promise of life, each detail, from the rustling leaves to the dancing shadows, imbued with urgency and vitality. Here, in the midst of the audience, I feel a surge of connection that goes beyond simple observation. The air around me is thick with anticipation, charged with the collective energy of those gathered to witness this pivotal moment in Arya's journey. It's as though the very atmosphere is electrified, each breath I take heavy with the significance of being part of something monumental. Above us, the sky on stage shifts dramatically, the somber grays of turmoil giving way to the vibrant hues of a new dawn. Beams of light cut through the darkness, illuminating Arya in a spotlight that feels like the dawn of creation itself. The music reaches a fever pitch, enveloping her in a cascade of notes that feel like the very essence of life springing forth. As Arya raises her arms in a powerful gesture of both surrender and mastery, the opera house seems to collectively inhale, the boundary between us and the stage dissolving under the weight of shared experience. It's not just a performance, it's a profound communion, a celebration, and a rebirth, all wrapped into one electrifying narrative. This moment is explosive, it's sublime. It captures the transformative power of art in a way that resonates deeply within my soul. Arya, looking at the sprawling colors around her. Mother, can it be that from the ashes of our fears, we can paint a dawn where peace is not just a whispered prayer, but the very air we breathe? Selene, Arya's mother, with a gentle smile. Yes, my child, for every stroke of despair, there's a curve of hope waiting to be drawn by hands that dare to dream. Arya, voice quivering with fervor. I've danced with the stars, conversed with the keepers of the forest, and now I see it's in the smallest of gestures that the grandest of worlds take shape. Selene, embracing Arya. And it is in the pure heart of a dreamer that the universe finds its mirror. Your canvas awaits, not just to capture dreams, but to inspire reality. Arya, with a determined gaze. No longer shall I wander through the echoes of what might be. I shall be the echo that shapes what will be. Through art, through music, through the unyielding pulse of creation. As Arya steps forward, the stage bursts into life, illuminated by a breathtaking array of colors and light. Her attire, a flowing gown woven with celestial blues and shimmering silvers, encircles her like a river of stars, vividly depicting her passage through mystical realms. Alongside her, Selene, adorned in a gown that reflects the deep hues of the night sky, perfectly complements the expansive cosmic theme. Together, their costumes create a visual symphony of the universe's boundless beauty. Positioned just behind them, the celestial choir enhances the scene with their ethereal presence. Dressed in robes speckled with lights that mimic distant constellations, they form a striking contrast against the dark backdrop of space. Their voices, rising in a harmonious crescendo, infuse the atmosphere with a divine aura. As they sing, the backdrop subtly transforms, with stars twinkling in harmony with the melody, crafting a living cosmos that pulsates in rhythm with Arya and Selene. Arya, with wide, curious eyes. Mother, is it true we are all the children of God? Is it true that God is our Father of all? Why then do humans create war if we are all brothers and sisters? Selena's gaze softens as she looks upon her daughter, seeing the echo of every sunrise and sunset in the depths of her questioning eyes. Selene, her voice a gentle caress. My child, we are indeed all woven from the same divine thread, each of us a unique expression of that boundless creation. Wars and strife, they are born from forgetting this truth, from the fear that casts long shadows over our shared light. Arya, frowning, troubled. But how can we remember, Mother? How can we bring back the light? Selena takes Arya's hands, pressing them to her heart, where the steady beat speaks of enduring love and the resilient spirit of life. Selene, love, my sweet Arya. Love is the compass that guides us home through storms and wars, through every darkness. Love given freely multiplies and returns in forms we can't begin to imagine. And sometimes, the love we pour into the world is the very salve that heals our own wounds. Arya, with the dawning realization, love, it's that powerful? Selene, her smile like the first break of dawn. It is the force that moves stars, that spins galaxies, that stirs the heart of the universe itself. It's the symphony in which you've danced among the cosmos, the canvas you've painted with dreams. Arya, inspired, determined. Then I will be a painter of love, Mother. I'll spread it through every word, every touch, every creation. But can one person's love truly change the world? Selene, squeezing her hands with assurance. A single candle can pierce the night, Arya. Your love is the candle that can set the world ablaze with light. Never doubt that. Arya nods slowly, her heart alight with purpose. I believe, Mother. I believe in the love I carry, the dreams I weave. And I'll start here, with us. Arya takes a moment of silence, then replies, but a playful glint in her eye. Can't I just skip school for one more day? Selene laughs, a sound that resonates with the joy and pain of a lifetime of loving. Selene, shaking her head amused. School is more than lessons from books, Arya. It's about the lessons of the heart, of friendship, and of empathy. It's where you learn to navigate the human world as beautifully as you've navigated the stars. Aria, sighing but with a smile. I suppose I've been on a grand adventure, but there's more to learn, more to explore. I want to understand how God crafted this world. I'll go to school and I'll dream. And in my dreams, I'll reach out to the Creator, and together we'll paint a universe of love. Selene, with tender encouragement. To learn the science of the universe is to dance with the very rhythm of creation, Aria. To paint with the full spectrum of knowledge and wonder. The best painters, the true artists of life, are those who never cease to be students of the world around them. Aria, her eyes sparkling with resolve. Then I shall be both student and artist mother. I'll study the stars and the earth, the laws that govern the tides, and the light that bathes us at dawn. I want to capture the essence of the universe on my canvas, to weave the grand tapestry of existence with my brushstrokes. Selene, with a knowing nod. And so you shall, my beautiful child. God has bestowed upon you the gift of creation, and with it, the responsibility to nurture it. Your art will be your prayer, your song of thanks for the imagination that fuels your spirit. Aria, with fierce determination. I will make it a symphony, a harmony of science and imagination. Each piece I create will be a testament to the wonder that God has planted within me. I want to give back to this world, to fill it with the beauty I see when I close my eyes and dream. Selene, her voice soft but strong. That is how you honor the gift, Aria, by striving to be your best, by offering your talents in service of something greater. The divine spark within you is a beacon, calling you to craft a legacy of inspiration, a legacy that will illuminate the path for others. Aria, with a burgeoning sense of purpose. I understand now, Mother. It's not just about what I can take from this world, but what I can give to it. With every color I mix, with every line I draw, I will remember the source of this gift. I will create as if God Himself is guiding my hand. Selene, embracing her daughter. And in that act of creation, you will find the greatest joy, the joy of a heart expressing its true nature, of a soul fulfilling its purpose. The curtain descends softly, and under the enchanting glow of the stage lights, Aria and Selene share a poignant moment, a perfect pause in time. They are bathed in a luminescence that seems almost divine, their silhouettes framed against a backdrop imbued with the fresh, earthy scent of rain and the luminous promise of rainbows. This vision casts a spellbinding aura over the entire auditorium, captivating our senses in its magic. From my vantage point, my eyes filled with tears, I witnessed the climactic zenith of the narrative. Aria, no longer confined to the margins of her scripted role, emerges as the architect of her fate, weaving her vibrant dreams into the very fabric of our shared reality. Her laughter, a clear, resonant bell, melds with the cosmos's melody, setting the stage for a new dawn. This transcends mere performance. It's a profound, celestial exchange that sanctifies the stage as a ground of rebirth and revelation. The celestial choir's voices crescendo into a harmonious symphony, intertwining with Aria's bold aspirations. The stage transforms into a dynamic canvas of light and shadows, crafting a visual symphony that challenges our perceptions of reality and fantasy. Arya rises, aglow with a fierce determination, embodying not just a dreamer, but a creator, a celestial, architect poised to illuminate the cosmos. In her, I see the echo of our collective potential, an indicator that within each of us pulses the heart of an artist, a scientist, a visionary, all yearning to express and expand the scope of our innate gifts. The final note lingers, a resonant echo that persists long after the thunderous applause has ebbed, reinforcing the night's enduring impact, which transcends the confines of these theater walls and ripples through the fabric of our very existence. As Arya and Selene sit together, the sacred silence envelops us, heavy with the weight of witnessed miracles. Arya's words, imbued with raw emotion and the wisdom of her celestial encounters, resonate deeply, urging us to join her in a dance of creation that bridges the stage and our tangible world. It's an invitation to partake in the eternal cycle of renewal and wonder. The transformative power of their tale, infused with limitless creativity and boundless dreams, leaves us mesmerized. As the performance concludes, we are collectively elevated, inspired to carry forward the spirit of what we've experienced into our lives, into our dreams, and into the infinite swirl of creation that entices us all. The final notes of Arya's celestial symphony dissolve into the vibrant atmosphere of the theater, wrapping us in an intense quietude. The enchantment of the performance lingers palpably, holding us spellbound in our seats, our hearts swollen and our eyes wide with awe. This serene interlude acts as a gentle descent from the ethereal realms of Arya's world back to our own, yet we are irrevocably changed. Poised on the brink of reality, the artistry we've witnessed seamlessly intertwines with the fabric of our dreams. This moment serves as a threshold, a held breath between chapters of wonder as we prepare to re-enter the stream of life, enriched and transformed by the profound spectacle of the canvas of dreams. Chapter 7. The symphony of the canvas of dreams diminishes into a solemn silence, casting a spell over the captivated audience, placing us at the threshold of reality, where art melds with dreams, infusing our collective consciousness with vivid hues of human emotion and endless imagination. Encased in the luxury of the Metropolitan Opera House, surrounded by sumptuous red velvet and glittering chandeliers that scatter celestial light, I am enveloped in a spectacle that mirrors the grandeur of the cosmos. The golden curtains descend, veiling the stage in mystery. They mark not an end, but a passage to introspection, echoing my journey through Arya's epic saga. As the performers acknowledge our collective adoration with their final bows, the atmosphere vibrates with a profound connection, weaving us together in a tapestry of admiration and astonishment. Amidst this sea of applause, my spirit intertwines with the resonant echoes of discovery and realization, each clap a shared heartbeat, echoing the profound journey we've undertaken together. Engulfed in the magic that has unfolded, my heart still resonates with the melodies, synchronized with my spiritual transformation. It's a reflection of my own evolution, mirrored by Arya, and now by me, Maya. But as the opera's veil of fantasy begins to lift, the tangible world calls. A staff member approaches, her presence gently coaxing me back to reality. "Madame, it's time," she whispers, her voice a soft reminder of the world beyond the ethereal afterglow. In this final act, surrounded by the opulence and the electric atmosphere of the theater, I am utterly overwhelmed by the spectacle. The performances, the costumes, the decor, and the revolutionary use of technology fuse into a transcendent experience that propels my architectural and artistic sensibilities into new realms of possibility. The magic enveloping my surroundings transforms this solitary reality into a hopeful, supersonic, and empowering future. I am catapulted into a moment of fusion, an exquisite melding of my essence with that of the opera, the performers, and everything around me. Every element is now a part of me, resonating deeply as I stand on the cusp of a new era, inspired and eager to contribute to this emerging tableau of human expression and technological marvel. Gratitude wells up within me. Moved by the night's enchantment, I reach out and envelop her in a warm embrace. My appreciation expressed in a heartfelt "thank you." My smile stretches wide, bridging my joyous experience with the gratitude I feel toward those who crafted this magical evening. The journey from the opera's mystical embrace into the cool night carries the sacred weight of a pilgrimage under the silent gaze of the opera house. This transition from the ethereal to the earthly marks the beginning of a new understanding, as the night whispers secrets of transformation and new beginnings. Emerging from the ethereal embrace of the opera, the cool New York air kisses my cheeks, wrapping the night in a velvet darkness that mirrors the Metropolitan's opulent facade. My heart still dances to the rhythm of the canvas of dreams, its melody lingering like a sweet aftertaste. Lost in thought, my mind was a whirlwind of melodies and emotions, still ensnared in the opera's final act. A whimsical spell enchants the magic of the night. I approached what I believed to be my sleek, familiar vehicle, my hand reaching out to the door, eager for the solitude of reflection. But reality, with its penchant for playful intervention, had other plans. "Excuse me, madam, but it seems there's been a mix-up. This is actually my car." The voice, warm and tinged with humor, pulls me back to reality. Startled, I turned around, finding myself face to face with none other than Archer Cooper, the maestro himself. The maestro. Here. Now. Suddenly the night becomes electric. His presence, an unexpected anchor to the tangible world, was as disarming as serendipitous, striking as the crescendos he conducts. In that moment, time seemed to playfully pause, offering up a scene straight from the acts of the very opera I had just witnessed. There, under the soft glow of the street lights, our laughter mingled, breaking the night stillness. The mix-up over the car had transformed into an unexpected interlude, an extension of the night's magic that neither of us seemed eager to conclude. Archer's eyes, twinkling with mirth and a spark of connection, met mine, bridging the gap between the grandeur of his orchestral creations and the humble comedy of our encounter. There's a story in every mix-up, Archer uttered, his eyes sparkling under the streetlights, alight with humor and a spark of something deeper. In every note, too. This evening seems like the opera isn't ready to release us just yet, I muse, the lines between the stage and the street blurring. Indeed, it appears we're both still caught in its final act. Archer nods, a smile playing on his lips. And you? A star descended to grace us with your presence, he teases, his voice a melody that draws me in. Perhaps, I laugh, but even stars need guidance. Tonight, it seems the universe conspired for this encounter. Our conversation flows, light and vibrant, against the backdrop of the city's heartbeat. Join me for coffee? There are melodies yet to discuss, and the night is young. Would you care to? Continue this unexpected interlude over coffee. There's a charming spot just across the street. Archer, with a grace that mirrored his conduct on stage, extended an invitation to continue our dialogue. The offer, spontaneous yet sincere, sparked a thrill of anticipation. It was a proposition not just to extend the evening, but to explore the connection that had so unexpectedly presented itself. Chapter 8. As we move towards the Empire Hotel rooftop lounge, the streets of New York transform into a stage. The city, with its towering silhouettes and echoing footsteps, became a stage. Each step was a note in a melody that was ours alone. A composition that the universe seemed to have orchestrated with a wink. In the rooftop lounge, tucked away from the world's gaze, Archer and Maya found themselves in a bubble of shared intrigue and unfolding connection, surrounded by the soft murmur of other patrons. The lounge's dimly lit warmth, our dialogue deepens, laughter, and insights. Your music, it reached out to me, I confess, my voice barely above a whisper, betraying a vulnerability I seldom allow to surface. There was a harmonious blend, a fusion of sounds so intricate and yet so profound. The sound enveloped the theater, a cocoon of resonance that connected every soul in the room. Your reaction tonight, Archer replies, his voice smooth over the hum of the cozy lounge, a soothing balm that seemed to weave through the murmurs and clinks of the dimly lit space, was profound. It's rare to see someone so utterly captivated. What was it about the performance that resonated with you so deeply? My cheeks warming to a soft blush at the closeness of Archer, I responded. It was unlike anything I've ever experienced. How did you conceive such a sound? The words spilled out, mingled with awe and curiosity. It was as if the music spoke directly to my soul, weaving through the fibers of my being with a familiarity that felt both ancient and freshly discovered, as timeless as the universe, yet as new as a dawn. Archer leans closer, his voice soft and inviting, enveloping the space between them like a warm, comforting embrace. That's the secret, Maya, he murmurs, the words floating between them, light yet laden with meaning. We're hearing the music of the stars, tailored just for our ears. He smiles, a gleam of intrigue in his eyes, as he leans in further, his breath a whisper of shared secrets. What I'm striving to create are sounds that do more than fill the air. They aim to resonate with the very essence of the universe, It's like being part of the cosmos' own melody, the twinkle of space and time. Beautiful, isn't it? It's not just sound. It's an invitation to journey through the vast expanse of our existence, to touch the sublime and return transformed. The conversation drifts effortlessly from the technical to the personal. We share stories of our lives, our careers interwoven with our passions, finding common ground in the dedication to our arts. And your gown tonight, Archer adds, his tone playful yet sincere, seemed to be a part of the cosmos itself. You were not just in the audience, but a piece of the universe on display. His compliment, wrapped in the elegance of genuine admiration, causes my heart to flutter like a captive bird. It wasn't just the fabric of my gown that he saw. It was the essence it represented, made from the stardust of creativity and dreams. It's as if you wore the night sky itself, he continues, his eyes reflecting the soft glow of the cozy lounge's lights. Adorned with stars, drawing every gaze as naturally as the moon commands the tide. You must be a Cancerian, right? Let me guess. July 8th, he ventures, with a playful smile. I laugh, feeling a surge of happiness, a bliss that magnifies the surreal quality of the evening. Not only is he handsome and creative, but spiritual too, I muse to myself. Surely he must be. Only a soul attuned to the divine could craft such enchanting, healing sounds and choreograph a celestial ballet. My heart erupts in joyous fireworks, sending a warm blush to my cheeks, my shyness overwhelming me, as if I were tumbling from the moon itself upon receiving his compliment. Chapter 9. Our conversation, previously anchored in the realms of music and art, now ventures into deeper existential waters and philosophical explorations. Archer's words do more than merely acknowledge my presence. They elevate it to an art form in itself, painting our interaction with the ethereal strokes of shared creativity. This evening, our dialogue transcends the ordinary, suggesting that our encounter is not just an exchange, but a collaboration in a ballet of cosmic proportions. We are not merely artists and observers, but co-creators in a celestial dance, our spirits synchronized with the universe's rhythm, performing a pas de deux that spans the cosmos. I hadn't realized just how textured and expansive my descriptions had become. Like a poetic voyage that could have spiraled into hours of conversation. Falling from the moon indeed, I could have lingered there, inventing words to capture the visions that unfold before my eyes whenever I hear his music. But it is his voice, even more than his compositions, that resonates within my soul. With the suddenness of a spark-catching flame, I felt as if I were struck by lightning, a moment of electric connection that jolted my very being, igniting a profound artistic synchronicity between us. As our discussion deepens, it becomes clear that this isn't merely a meeting of minds, but a fusion of spirits, each echoing the other's deepest artistic impulses and existential yearnings, creating a symphony of ideas and emotions that dances through the night. July 12th, I answered with a laugh. Tonight, I truly felt like a celestial entity, adrift in the cosmos. And this, I motioned towards my gown, reflects the night's splendor. If your music is the voice of the universe, then consider my dress its silent echo. Seated across from Archer, the stories flowed easily, laughter punctuating the air like musical notes. Our dialogue danced between the trivial and the profound, from anecdotes of past performances to musings on the nature of creativity and the universality of music. Each topic unfolded layers of our experiences, revealing shared passions and divergent paths that had miraculously converged into this special moment. There, the distinction between the maestro and the ordinary man blurred, revealing the person behind the public persona. Archer, with his insights and laughter, his genuine curiosity about the world and my place in it, was a revelation. He peeled back the curtain on his life with the ease of a conductor leading his orchestra through a beloved symphony. And I found myself sharing parts of my journey, my dreams and doubts, with an openness that surprised me. It was as though the safety of the artist's dialogue granted me the freedom to express the more tender parts of my soul without reservation. The night waned, but our conversation deepened, a mutual recognition of kindred spirits, exploring the vastness of life's opera. It was a connection that felt both new and ancient, as if our souls had rehearsed this encounter across countless unseen stages before finally stepping into the spotlight of this serendipitous night. Our exchange was peppered with flirtatious jests and genuine curiosity, each question and answer drawing us closer into a delicate weave of camaraderie and potential intimacy. Archer's questions often teased at the edges of philosophical, inviting me to ponder not just who I was, but who I might become in the reflection of his thoughtful gaze. Chapter 10. Rewind on Both Lives, Maya's and Archer's. As we rewind the tape of Maya's and Archer's lives, their narratives unfold with cinematic grace, each frame meticulously capturing the parallel yet distinct paths they tread. Even though only a few city blocks separate them, their spirits and dreams are deeply entwined, meandering through the intricate pathways of life, a beautiful testament to the mysterious ways of destiny. Childhood echoes of destiny. Born on different continents, Archer in Australia and Maya in France, their early environments were steeped in art and tradition. Archer's formative years unfurled in Paris, immersed in the vibrant hues of its art scene, the air tinged with the scent of oil paints and turpentine. His father, a classical musician, nurtured him within the disciplined cadences of musical notes. Conversely, Maya, cradled by the historic beauty of Parisian architecture, sketched the world through her young eyes, transforming the mundane into the extraordinary with each stroke of her pencil. Her education in fine art and architecture enriching her innate talent. The call of the conservatory and the academy destiny steered Archer from the canvas to the conservatory, where symphonies and scales reshaped his life's trajectory, moving him away from visual arts, but closer to a different form of creative expression. Simultaneously, Maya traversed the revered corridors of an art and architecture academy in Paris, her canvas of life painted with vibrant strokes of light and shadow, her aspirations unbounded by legacy, but lifted by the sheer force of artistic freedom. Journeys of self-discovery, Their journeys wove through the cultural capitals of the world: Paris, Sydney, Tokyo, each city a vibrant backdrop to their unfolding destinies. Archer's compositions echoed through opera houses, from Sydney to Seoul, blending traditional melodies with innovative textures. Meanwhile, Maya's artworks grace galleries and private collections worldwide, her style evolving, yet remaining steadfast to her visionary roots. Although occasionally only miles apart, their paths tantalizingly crisscrossed without intersecting, embracing the universal ballet. As years unfurled, life's experiences sculpted both Archer and Maya with wisdom's deft hands. Archer's performances became reverent homages to his youthful melodies, his music a bridge connecting his past to his audience's hearts. Maya, embracing the transient beauty of life, refined her art into a meditative exploration of the world, guided by an ever-deepening intuition. The serendipitous meeting. Their parallel lives converged dramatically one fateful evening at the Metropolitan Opera in New York. Archer, the celebrated composer of The Canvas of Dreams, and Maya, profoundly moved by his musical narrative, collided in a serendipitous twist over a mistaken car. This trivial incident sparked an electric exchange, their dialogue flowing as if preordained by the stars, each word, each laugh, a note in the symphony of their intertwined fates. Imagine, all those years, we were just scenes apart in the same cityscape, painting our futures. Independently, yet so similarly, I muse, my eyes alight with the flicker of candlelight. It seems our lives have been shadowing each other for decades, across Parisian streets, along the sunlit summers, on the French Riviera, me as a child with my family, you already a young man, nurturing the idea of becoming a great artist and composer. How strange, isn't it? Always just a whisper apart. Archer smiles, his gaze reflecting the twinkling lights. It seems the universe has a sense of humor, bringing us together now, after all this time. Reflecting on the ironies of fate, I continued, you were destined for the conservatory halls your family held, sacred, while I wandered through the very art school that once fueled your dreams. How strange, and yet it sounds as if it was written like a script. With a reflective sigh, Archer into the deep-seated expectations that had colored his youth. My father often said, music is the lifeblood of our family, he shared, his voice tinged with reverence for a legacy that had gently nudged him from the vivid paintbrushes of his childhood dreams towards the structured cadences of orchestral scores that now shaped his existence. Chapter 11. Our shared laughter wove through the ambient murmurs of the lounge, creating a warm, intimate cocoon around us. It's beautiful serendipity, isn't it? I mused softly. After all these years, our separate journeys have intertwined, bringing us back to this singular, fateful thread. As we sipped our coffee, the night enveloped us, rich with the aroma of bygone days. Archer painted his early years with tales of vibrant, unstructured bursts of creativity, reluctantly traded for the disciplined hues of classical music. I listened, my heart echoing the resilience and adaptive changes that mirrored my own artistic evolution. Our tales, Archer said, are woven from the same threads of dreams and artistry, each vividly colored by our devotion to our crafts and loved ones. We've sailed the seas of creative fervor, our choices painting strokes in the masterpiece of our lives. Our conversation drifted from the quaint cafes of Paris, where we once brushed past each other, unnoticed, to the bustling avenues of New York, where our dreams and responsibilities finally converged. We chuckled over the quirky coincidences that peppered our pasts, and the intimate understanding that bloomed that evening felt like uncovering a long-lost resonance of our souls. As Archer shared his musical journey, his words animated the air between us, sketching a vibrant tableau where ancient melodies fuse seamlessly with modern innovation. His approach married the time-honored traditions of classical music with avant-garde nuances, crafting a symphonic bridge that spanned cultures and centuries. Listening intently, I felt an intense kinship flare within me as Archer spoke of his quest to distill a universal hum into his compositions, a resonant tone he believed was woven into the fabric of existence itself. This was more than a musical note. It was a cosmic frequency that connected disparate beings across space and time, resonating in ancient temples and modern metropolises alike. Archer's mission was to encapsulate this omnipresent hum in his music, allowing his audience to tap into this profound, universal connection. My fascination deepened as I recognized in Archer's description the very pulse that permeated my deepest meditative states. When I retreated into the silent depths of my mind, I encountered this same powerful vibration, a profound sound transcending the boundaries of time, enveloping me in a sense of eternal continuity. This vibrational pulse was the very heartbeat of the cosmos, an enduring swirl linking all forms of life through its timeless rhythm. This revelation of shared spiritual resonance transformed our conversation into an electric exchange, charged with the excitement of discovery. I realized that our spiritual paths, though expressed through different mediums, one through music, the other through meditation, were aligned, both drawn to the same primordial hum, orchestrating the universe's vast symphony. Our dialogue crackled with dynamic energy as we explored this synchronicity, each revelation building on the last, our words weaving together like notes in an intricate musical score. This was no ordinary conversation. It was a profound exploration of eternal truths, a dance of ideas as grand as the cosmos itself. As Archer unveiled his visions, I saw not just a reflection of my spiritual quests, but a merging of our destinies, perhaps woven together by the universal forces drawing us toward this moment of shared enlightenment. The dim lounge light cast a soft, ambient glow around Archer, lending a painterly quality to the scene as he spoke. You know, the music I create, his voice smooth and inviting, is like painting with sounds. Each note is a color, each melody, a brushstroke, meant to resonate not just with the ear, but with the soul. My eyes sparkled, a soft smile gracing my lips. That's beautifully put. Listening tonight, it felt like the universe was speaking directly through your orchestra. It's as if all those notes were tiny threads, weaving us right here to this moment. Archer chuckled softly, his eyes alight with understanding. I like that idea. A cosmic tapestry, bringing us together. What if all those missed connections were just the universe's playful way of saying, not yet? And now here we are, I mused, my voice playful, yet sincere. It makes you wonder about the what-ifs, doesn't it? Like, what if we had met on one of those Parisian streets we both roamed as students, or sat at adjacent tables in some quaint cafe without even realizing it? Chapter 12. Our laughter intertwined, as melodious and harmonious as the compositions Archer crafted. Perhaps those were rehearsals, he suggested, his eyes twinkling with amusement. The universe's way of perfecting our timing until it could orchestrate our paths to cross at just the right symphonic moment. Or maybe, I countered, it's the universe's own love story, written in notes and brushstrokes, and we're just living it out now, note by note. Archer raised an eyebrow playfully, his voice light, yet imbued with a weightier implication. In that case, we'd better make it a good one. No pressure, right? His gaze, playful on the surface, carried a deeper promise, hinting at the profound connection blossoming between us. This wasn't just idle chatter. It was a deeper exploration, a duet we both seemed eager to compose. Our laughter gently ebbed into a tranquil silence, brimming with the mutual recognition of our serendipitous encounter. So, Archer ventured, leaning closer in the intimate warmth of the lounge. If our meeting tonight was scripted in the stars, what do you suppose the next chapter holds for us? I leaned in too, my voice a soft whisper that mingled with the subtle ambiance. I guess we'll just have to keep turning the pages together and find out. But something tells me. I paused, my eyes alight with a mix of playfulness and sincerity. The best is yet to come, or at least some really entertaining plot twists. Archer repositioned himself, leaning forward with an evident sparkle of intrigue in his eyes. Tell me, Maya, what is your favorite moment in the opera? Is there something particularly striking to you? My gaze momentarily wandered to the dim lights overhead as I collected my thoughts. There was, I admitted, my voice dropping to a murmur. During the second act, there was this one chord, so sharp yet so beautiful. It felt as if it traversed straight from the universe, slicing right through the mundane clutter of everyday life. It was as though all the noise just fell away, and for those few seconds, there was nothing but the music and me. Archer smiled, a look of recognition flashing across his face. That's exactly what I strive for when I compose. Those fleeting moments of clarity, they're vital, aren't they? They remind us why we chase the arts. It's for that perfect note, that precise stroke of the brush that resonates through our existence, echoing the profound. I laughed, my eyes reflecting the soft illumination of the lounge lights. It seems you're quite the philosopher, as well as a composer. Archer raised his cup of coffee in a mock toast, his demeanor light yet profound. Guilty as charged. But let's shift the spotlight. What about you? What drives Maya to immerse herself in these evenings, filled with art and enigma? My smile grew broader, my voice rich with reflective warmth. Curiosity, mostly, and a hope that within the vast mediums of art, I might uncover strands of my own narrative, find inspiration, and perhaps in turn contribute something meaningful to that grand mosaic. The conversation flowed naturally, adopting a comfortable rhythm as Archer inquired further about my artistic pursuits. And do you paint your world with colors as vivid as those you wear, or in music notes as profound as those you seek? I chuckled, pleased with his analogy. A bit of both, perhaps. My canvas isn't as expansive as the Metropolitan Opera stage, but it's mine, and it's infused with as much passion and life as I can muster. Tonight was a reminder of how boundless the world is, yet how intimately connected we can remain through the shared language of art. Archer leaned in, his interest clearly piqued by the unfolding conversation. It's fascinating, isn't it? How our paths seem to have mirrored each other. Two parallel lives intertwined by chance, and perhaps a bit of cosmic plotting. What do you think our next chance encounter might look like? Engaging with the whimsical thread of the conversation, I replied with a playful smile. Well, if the universe is indeed scripting our story, I hope it opts for grand theatricality. Perhaps it'll cast us together in a painting class where we accidentally swap canvases. Archer's laughter filled the space, rich and warm. Or maybe at a masquerade ball, where we recognize each other not by sight, but by our soul's vibrations, he suggested. The idea amusing him, our playful banter spun out delightful creative scenarios, each more fanciful and intriguing than the last, weaving together a vibrant web of possibilities for our future interactions. As we shared stories and laughter, the formal barriers of our initial meeting melted away, revealing a deep, romantic connection. Our shared interests and evident mutual understanding drew us closer, binding us to this common and unforgettable present moment. Tonight was an unexpected journey, I finally said, as we prepared to part ways. Thank you for sharing it with me, Archer Cooper, and for the delightful detour over my mistaken getaway car. Archer smiled, his hand briefly brushing mine in a gentle, lingering touch. The night may be drawing to a close, but I feel like this is just the beginning for us. Shall we meet again? Soon? Chapter 13. The evening began to wind down. Archer found himself not wanting the night to end. This evening has been like an unexpected melody, a nocturne that I wish wouldn't finish, he confessed, his tone infused with sincerity. Would you be open to continuing our duet sometime soon? Maybe not amidst the intrigue of a masquerade ball, but on another night filled with music and good company. A reluctance to part ways settled over us like a soft blanket on a chilly evening. The atmosphere was electric, charged with the promise of newfound camaraderie and the allure of future escapades. The evening began to wind down. Archer found himself not wanting the night to end. This evening has been like an unexpected melody, a nocturne that I wish wouldn't finish, he confessed, his tone infused with sincerity. Would you be open to continuing our duet sometime soon? Maybe not amidst the intrigue of a masquerade ball, but on another night, filled with music and good company. A reluctance to part ways settled over us like a soft blanket on a chilly evening. The atmosphere was electric, charged with the promise of newfound camaraderie and the allure of future escapades. "Why don't we take a little detour before we say goodnight?" Archer suggested, his voice tinged with hopeful anticipation. "There's a charming tradition at the Opera House fountain. People make a wish before they leave." Intrigued and eager to prolong our magical evening, I agreed with a radiant smile. That sounds like a perfect ending to our night. Together, we strolled through the bustling streets, our steps in sync, as if to a silent melody only we could hear. The city around us buzzed with the rhythm of the night, yet in our shared bubble, the world seemed to slow down, allowing us to savor each fleeting moment. Reaching the fountain, illuminated by the gentle luminescence of moonlight and nearby street lamps, Archer pulled a coin from his pocket and handed it to me with a flourish. "Legend says that if you make a wish here, it's destined to come true," he explained, his eyes locked on mine, sparkling with a mix of mischief and sincerity. Together, we leaned over the cool stone rim of the fountain, the mist from the water lightly caressing our faces like a lover's touch. Holding the coin between us, a symbol of potential and promise, I gently flicked it into the water. The coin plunged into the fountain's depths, sending ripples across the surface, each wave a testament to the beginning of something new and exhilarating. "Here's to the adventures that await us," Archer whispered, his voice a soft caress in the cool night air. "And to the stories yet to unfold," I responded, my eyes gleaming with excitement and wonder as I turned to face him, our gazes intertwining like the threads of our slowly merging futures. We watched the ripples dissipate into the stillness of the water, a silent acknowledgement of our shared desire to dive deeper into the unknown together. As we walked away from the fountain, the soft strains of an old romantic song seemed to drift through the air. "Let's take a chance on love. Why wouldn't we?" The melody wrapped around us, a sweet soundtrack to our stroll, infusing each step with anticipation and the bliss of new beginnings. Under the golden glow of the streetlights that transformed the mundane sidewalk into a pathway fit for a fairy tale, our steps synchronized with the distant, soulful serenade of a saxophone weaving through the night air. This melody, ethereal and haunting, wrapped our departure in a veil of mystery, illuminating our path forward into the unknown. As we approached our coincidentally adjacent cars, mine in front, his directly behind, an amused chuckle escaped me. "Look at this," I said, gesturing towards the whimsical setup. "Fate really does have a flair for dramatic arrangements, doesn't it?" Archer laughed, his eyes sparkling in the dim light. "It seems so. Perhaps it's the universe's script, ensuring our paths are aligned just so," he replied, his tone playful yet sincere. He moved to open my car door, a gesture that felt as though it had been choreographed by the stars themselves. "They say, when you follow your dreams, you find me," suggesting that our deepest aspirations do not merely direct us to our destinies, but to our counterparts, mirrors reflecting the truest versions of ourselves. Moved by his words, I leaned closer, our proximity blurring the lines between reality and the magic of the evening. Then let's make a pact, I suggested softly, to continue following our dreams, to see where this celestial script leads us next. Agreed. Archer nodded, his hand briefly touching mine in a promise. We stood there, between our vehicles under the vast canvas of the night sky, casting our wishes like coins into a fountain, daring the cosmos to weave our tales together once more. With the moment ripe with promise, I reached up to pull him down into a kiss that bridged worlds and whispered of future rendezvous. It was a kiss marked not by desperation, but by a profound understanding of the potential that lay ahead. This isn't goodbye. It's merely till our paths cross again under these same stars, I whispered against his lips. As inevitable as the dawn, Archer murmured back, his voice husky with emotion. His hands framed my face, gently, as if he were holding something precious. May each dream we chase bring us back like this, time and again. With one last lingering kiss that seemed to seal our pact, I stepped into my car, the magic of the evening enveloping me like a warm embrace. Archer stood by, watching as I drove away, the saxophone's melody fading into a symphony of possibilities. This evening is just the beginning, I called out, rolling down the window to let the night air carry my words to him. I'll hold you to that, he called back, his figure silhouetted against the streetlight, a promise etched in the soft glow. I drove off into the night, the threads of our conversation spinning around me with an intense sensation. This night's farewell was steeped not in sorrow, but in the sweet anticipation of all that was yet to come, as a promise to more enchanted evenings where dreams are pursued and fates are intertwined. The universe had indeed scripted a beautiful beginning for us, and I was eager to discover where the story would lead. Chapter 14. I made a short stop at the traffic light and glanced in my rearview mirror, hoping to catch a glimpse of Archer driving. Suddenly, the light turned green. Archer was still a few cars behind, and I felt compelled to wait, but uncomfortable, making the cars behind me slow down. So I drove off, only to notice that Archer had made a turn before reaching the traffic light where I was. At that moment, I felt a knot in my stomach, a simultaneous sense of loss and explosion, something incredibly overwhelming. A hot rush of excitement surged through my veins, almost orgasmic, as if my Kundalini chakra had just been awakened. I felt as though I had been struck by lightning. In that instant, the vortex of love opened up and pulled me in, like a flower picked from a vast garden of roses, its intoxicating mist and perfume enveloping me. I was transformed into a force of nature. I was reborn, anew and electrified. The sensation was both exhilarating and disorienting. The night air seemed to vibrate with the energy of our connection, and I realized that something profound had shifted within me. I was no longer the same person who had walked into the opera house earlier that evening. The experience had awakened a part of me that had been dormant, a part that was ready to embrace whatever the future held with open arms and an open heart. As I continued driving, the city lights blurred into a kaleidoscope of colors, mirroring the whirlwind of emotions swirling inside me. The realization that Archer had taken a different turn only heightened my sense of excitement, not yet capturing the sense of all that. I felt an undeniable pull, a magnetic force drawing me towards the unknown, guided by the echoes of our laughter and the promise of more moments like these. The night had become a canvas, and I was ready to paint it with the vibrant hues of our newfound connection. In that moment, I knew that our paths would cross again. The feeling was more than just romantic. It was spiritual, an awakening of the soul to the infinite possibilities that lay ahead. I was renewed and filled with a sense of purpose. The night, with its mysteries and promises, had woven a spell around me, and I was eager to see where the story would lead. As I drove on, my thoughts racing with the memories of the evening, I glanced up and saw Archer's picture on the cover of a GQ magazine billboard. Oh my goodness, we didn't exchange numbers, I thought. My heart skipped a beat. Yet, amid the chaos, I felt an unshakable confidence that our destiny was secure. It was as if a profound realization washed over me. Nothing could change the course of what was meant to be. Even without exchanging contact information, we were destined to be together, and nothing could alter what was already written in the stars. An urgent sense of purpose surged through me. I decided to make a turn and head back to the opera house, guided by a feeling, a message from the universe, telling me to return to where all this began. I felt certain he would be there too, as if we were communicating through some telepathic connection. I was joyful, my heart pounding with excitement, as if it wanted to run wild, leaving me behind. I knew it strongly as a premonition, more than an intuition. I was going to see Archer again. The closer I got to the opera house, the stronger my conviction became. The streets seemed to part before me, guiding me back to the place where our magical evening began. My car glided through the night with a sense of purpose, each turn bringing me closer to him. I could hear the distant notes of a saxophonist, like a soulful GPS, guiding me through time and true love, leading me back to where we were meant to be. And there he was, standing by his car at the same spot where I had left him. His presence was like a beacon in the night, guiding me back to where I belonged. I parked and got out of my car, my heart racing with a mix of relief and excitement. As I took a few steps toward Archer, he immediately reached out and held my hand, his touch grounding me and amplifying the electric connection between us. This time, you're not going anywhere before you give me your number and commit to another rendezvous. I cannot lose you again, he said, his voice filled with both relief and determination. I smiled, feeling the same sense of destiny. I wouldn't have it any other way, I replied, giving him my number, 212-36-93669, and sealing our promise for another enchanted evening together. The universe had indeed brought us together, our spiritual guides aligning our paths in perfect harmony. I remembered reading about coincidences and synchronicities. Was the billboard assigned to return to the opera house? Did he call on his guides to summon me to him? Did he make that turn to shift my attention? No, he could have simply driven after me if he had thought about it. The truth is, I'm so grateful I listened to the little voice in my head and went back. I couldn't have imagined ending the evening any other way. Yes, in today's world with social media, you can reach anyone. And yes, had I not been so exhilarated about him, had he not been the true love I was destined for, I might have relied on social media to reach out the following day, or perhaps waited for him to reach out, fearing to seem like just another groupie. But this was not a random encounter. It was my destiny, my future, my light. This orgasmic Kundalini awakening meant so much more. It was a profound connection that transcended mere chance, a cosmic alignment signaling the beginning of something truly extraordinary. His opera, his voice, our laughter, our serendipitous car parking situation, our parallel lives, our shared passions. Everything about this evening felt like pieces of a grand puzzle falling perfectly into place. As we talked, it felt as if the universe itself was orchestrating each moment, guiding us towards one another with an unseen hand. How could I not believe this was meant to be? I believe in true destiny and love. I believe in the magic that brought us together tonight. The way his eyes sparkled when he spoke, the warmth of his hand holding mine, the effortless connection we felt. All these moments were not just random occurrences, but threads woven by fate into a beautiful tapestry. Standing there, bathed in the soft glow of the streetlights, I felt an overwhelming sense of certainty. This was more than just a fleeting romance. The intensity of our connection, the depth of our conversation, and the electric chemistry between us all pointed to something far greater than either of us had anticipated. As the night air wrapped around us, the sultry notes of in a sentimental mood floated through the air, played by the saxophonist nearby as our guardian angel in person. Indeed, the beautifully played music added a layer of intimacy and enchantment, as if the night itself was serenading our newfound love. The melody was like a sensual caress, each note resonating with the emotion swirling between us. Archer's eyes never left mine. The soft, jazzy tune swirling like a spell around us. The saxophone's sweet, soulful strains felt like a conversation between our hearts, echoing the unspoken words and promises that hung in the air. The music heightened the romance of the moment, making every glance, every touch feel more profound and electric. Standing there, wrapped in the magical ambiance of the night, I felt a promise in the wind. The universe had conspired to bring us together, not once, but twice, as a confirmation against all doubts, and I was ready to embrace every second of it. We believed in the path laid out before us. As the final notes of the saxophone faded into the night, with our hands intertwined, we stood on the brink of a beautiful journey, guided by love, fate, and the enchanting melodies. Whatever the future held, we were destined to embrace it together. In that moment, Archer gently pulled me closer, our faces inches apart. The world around us seemed to disappear as he leaned in, his lips meeting mine in a tender, lingering kiss. The warmth of his embrace and the sweetness of our kiss sealed the promise of our future. We pulled back, eyes locked, knowing that this was just the beginning. As we kissed again, the night air wrapped around us like a lover's embrace, the stars above witnessing our vow. Each kiss deepened the connection between us, solidifying the certainty that our journey would be filled with love, passion, and endless possibilities. Hand in hand, with hearts beating in perfect sync, we turned toward the future, ready to face whatever came our way. Our love was a symphony, and we were ready to compose a masterpiece together, forever dancing to the rhythm of our shared destiny.